Cancers, I'm Christy, you're watching Tiny Turtle Tarot, and this is your reading for the week ahead. As always, if anything I say resonates or you feel it will in the future, please let me know by liking and subscribing. Let's get on with your reading. What's happening for the beautiful Cancers this week? Firstly, you have the World card, the Six of Cups, the Lovers, and the Eight of Wands. So that's all four cards straight away. Things could be going very quickly this week and moving quite dramatically forward in a positive direction in your life, whether that's career, love, something else. Something's dramatically moving forwards. You have the World card firstly. Oh, as always, I'll talk you through these cards first and then clarify and get more out of them. But the World card firstly is completing a cycle, and I'm not going to show you that card, I'll get blocked by YouTube. But it's all about completing a cycle and tying up loose ends and finishing something off in order to then be able to put it down. If it's for example, symbolism, like say it's a book. You're closing this book, you're closing this chapter in order to now begin a new one. And that could be you finishing up at a certain job and a certain career. It could be you finishing up a relationship and knowing that you've gained a lot of love and experience, but knowing it's time to go your separate ways. Whatever it may be, there's something where you are completing something. You know it's time to move on. It's bittersweet. Then you have Six of Cups. Six of Cups is very inner child energy, and if it's not inner child, there's something where someone from your childhood could be coming back into your life, or there's just someone bringing out a very youthful, playful spirit in you. If it's not someone, it's you yourself are like consciously striving to spend your time doing things that your younger self would approve of. I keep saying that's weird. The Lovers card here. The Lovers card is very much symbolic of love, but if it's not romantic love, it's also choosing love in your decisions. If you have a choice between two careers or two people or two places to live, choose love. So if one's scaring you more but you love it more, make sure you focus on the energy of love and not fear, and move towards what you are feeling most aligned with. Eight of Wands energy, communication is key. If there is any conflicts in your relationship recently, or if there is something conflicting in your job, there's something about speak it, say it, write it out, email it, message it. Communication is going to be key, and it's going to smooth out a lot of any confusion, mystery, secrets, or like some of you might work with someone or live with someone even that's passive aggressive in some way. There's something where you communicating is actually, and I feel like saying do it in front of other people, which is weird, because usually I'd say it's best to communicate one-on-one with people because their ego leaves them in a way. They're able to communicate with you and understand you and see your perspective without questioning how other people are going to view them. But there's something here where if you are going to have an important conversation with someone this week, have people around at the same time to listen for some reason. Clarify the World card. You have the Eight of Cups with the World. A lot of you are moving, relocating, or traveling. Eight of Cups is like looking into the distance and not really knowing what's going to happen, but knowing you're going to go traveling, knowing you're going to discover what lies ahead on the path in front of you. Like you want to, even though you don't know where you're going to find yourself in the end, you know you have to move and go and explore and travel, and there's something where you're feeling this need to move. There's a weird noise in this room and I don't know what it is. You're feeling this need to move, you're feeling this need to expand your horizons with the World card. Some of you, if you are constantly traveling, say you have been living in a van, constantly moving around, it's an end of that cycle with the World card, and you're not going to be traveling all the time anymore. You've finished up. You want to find roots or create roots somewhere. But others of you are wanting to do the opposite. You're almost wanting to go sailing, and you're wanting to set sail and see where the wind takes you, and it's really freeing energy. Clarify the Six of Cups. You have the Knight of Swords. Some of you have a friend coming into your life, whether this is a new friend or an old friend. Either way, they are going to save you in some way, and whether that save you in a very serious way or a more light-hearted way, it feels like for a lot of you, of reminding you of the light-heartedness of life, reminding you to be silly and playful and not care what others think. And this could also be a reflective energy of you reminding this person at the same time. You bring out the best in each other, you bring out each other's childlike nature. This could be someone you're in a relationship with, but a lot of you, if it is, you're also best friends and lovers at the same time, and you're bringing out this very fun, childlike, carefree, judgment-free energy of this is what life's supposed to be like. And it's like, I don't know why, it's like you're regaining your trust in humans again. So it might have been a long time before meeting this person that you'd met someone on this level of this, like, they're so down to earth, and then they reflect your down to earthness, and you might not have seen that reflected to you in any other person before. Clarify the Lover's card. You have the Four of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles. These cards are similar in a way because if you notice them, they're both not moving. And I know obviously these are images, these are drawings that aren't moving, but they're not taking action is what I mean. This one here is all about patiently waiting for something to blossom, for something to grow, for something to come to fruition. And he's just standing there. And this one here, he's being offered something he asked for. He's being offered something he wished, prayed, manifested, whatever you want to call it. He brought it in through thought, through prayer. He wanted it, and it's being offered to him, but still, he's just sitting there. He's just standing there. So with the Lover's card here, there's something where you have a choice either between two people, if this is about love. Sorry if you don't want to hear about this, I'll stop in a second. This is about love. There's a choice between somebody, you're waiting for a potentially better, but there is someone you specifically asked for, there's someone you specifically manifested, you might have already known this person from a distance or met them briefly, and you were like, I'm manifesting that person, that is my person, and then they get, like, they're right in front of you, and you're like, oh, actually, I'm not sure now, because you're not taking this cup, and then you're standing here waiting for something to blossom somewhere else. Others of you, if you're not single, if you don't want to hear about love, there is something where you have a choice, and again, it's the same sort of thing where you specifically manifested, asked for it, and it's being offered to you, it's being dangled on a carrot right in front of you, and for some reason you're like, I'm not going to give in to temptation. Some of you are very disciplined right now, and I was going to say this year in particular, you've been very disciplined, so whenever something shows up that you kind of are drawn to or have asked for, you're now questioning it, and you're like, oh no, I'm not going to fall for that. I bring my own happiness, I bring my own sunshine, I don't need someone else. And there's something where you've been waiting for this. You've been waiting, and I just started talking about love, and I didn't even realise my whole point was that this was about career and not love this time. You've manifested and specifically prayed for, or whatever it may be, whether it be career, whether it be love, and basically you've been waiting for this, but you're not taking it. You have a choice to keep on waiting, hoping something better is going to come, or to see something for what it really is. You're not taking an opportunity that is being handed to you on a silver platter. I think a lot of you it's about work. Clarify the Eight of Wands. If it's not work, I mean career, or I mean an entrepreneurial kind of thing where you have an opportunity coming towards you to blossom, to bloom. The Judgment card to clarify the Eight of Wands. There is communication happening, and I feel like somebody around you is actually, I don't know why I'm getting angels come through. Somebody's going to shift their attitude towards you. If this is someone that is hostile or passive-aggressive in some way in the workplace or in your home in some way, they're kind of seeing you in a different light. They may have expected the worst of you, they may have put their own projections onto you the way they saw themselves truly, they thought that you must be like them and that you must be negative, or there's something where something wasn't all very nice, and there's communication coming in that is going to surprise you, because it almost seems as if somebody's perception, you're going to realise their view of you, their perception of you, how they feel about you has shifted dramatically, and there's going to be a lot of communication and healing of you realising, oh, because I feel like a lot of you had told yourself you weren't bothered, or it didn't bother you. Their approval was not needed, it didn't bother you, it didn't get to you. But there's something here where you're going to feel like surprisingly better once this person shifts their attitude and treats you with respect, or they communicate with you. If this is someone that was passive aggressive, they're going to start to say when things are bothering them, or be able to communicate anything that's on their mind, and it's very healing. And even though you're at peace without their approval or without their healthy communication, whatever this may be, even though you're at peace and you're strong and you're secure, you're also going to feel so healed to be in a situation where you actually do not have to worry about whatever it is they're not speaking about, whatever, you know, if they're passive aggressive usually, you're not having to walk on eggshells questioning if you've upset them. And there's something very, very healing, like I keep saying, because it seems as if you were so convinced you did not want or need this person's approval, and then when it's coming in, you're like, oh, well, it is quite nice to have it. Like, there's something where it's going to feel good even though you don't need it. It's nice. I'm going to wrap your reading up here. Thank you so much for watching. If anything I said resonated or you feel it will in the future, please let me know by liking and subscribing, and I'll see you next Tuesday for Tiny Tell Tarot Tuesdays.